in, crash, try and do something, right? If I'm in here and I'm controlling, I'm like, boom, I can be smashing, I can be doing things, but I'm just controlling. But that fight is gonna get so ugly so fast. What I'm trying to make sure I'm not doing is always moving backwards. Expandable Baton, what is it? This is a baton. It was like 30 bucks on Amazon, right? Comes down, that's a serious weapon, okay? So when they call it impact weapons, the idea is that you're hitting here, not necessarily hitting with the shaft, but a lot of the times, like these are actually tested now to take up to 2,000 pounds of pressure. That's a lot, right? So this could do some serious damage. So how do we deal with it? Today, I just want to talk about the idea of a disarm, okay? So disarms will happen by accident when you crash in. So understand that you got to have the cojones to get in, okay? And that's the hardest part. So we're going to take the training nice and slow, and then you guys can push it in training as much as you want. I wouldn't suggest going straight to the baton for your training, okay? Use a stick, use a padded stick, just something like that that you guys can stay safe and train with it, okay? But snake disarms are probably the most natural disarm that you'll find once you train them. So angle one comes at me. I'm here. What again am I trying to do? Okay. If I fail at getting in right away, what do I mean by in? I mean in would be like all the way here. Okay, where I've stopped this, I've taken no damage. I'm here. I'm again trying to wrap in, trying to find control. Should look very similar to a lot of the other drills we did. But realistically speaking, you're probably going to enter and it's going to be delayed right here. Okay, because you're like, do I move in? Do I not move in? What do I do? Okay, so if I blocked it here, try to temper this part of your arm as much as you can. Okay, bone out. Okay, this is on the inside. You might break both bones. I've shattered both of these bones playing rugby before. It sucks, okay? So this bone is fairly strong. Try and take it not on the wrist, but as much as you can to here. It might even look like this. Like you don't know. You don't know what you're naturally gonna do, right? And that's why you need to pressure test it. So the idea is the arm shoots over top like I'm snaking and comes to the inside, okay? So when I'm here, I'm trying to get this in as much as I can, just like our knife stuff. Now from here, I'm going to turn. When I turn, I always bring my other arm into the equation because if you notice, if I turn on here, he's still holding on to it, squeeze tight. So he squeezed tight, he still holds on. He's sacrificing his balance here. That's something I would never do. That's a whole nother video though. Okay, so if they're holding on to that, that's why when I turn my body, I smash this. I don't get fancy and try and hit with my hand here, okay? Fine motor skills, go out the door. So I'm here and I just turn. If you have lots of training, like in Blintwalk, that's one of my favorite things is you grab, chamber, and smash back. But realistically, right, if I grab that from him here, I'm going back right away. I'm just putting something on him as quick as I possibly can. There's no guarantee it's gonna work. It may come at you and you may just get to this point and you're here and he's got a death grip and you hold on and now you're engaged. But look, I'm not at the fastest part of the wheel, the most deadliest part of it. I've crashed into there, right? So at least I'm doing a little bit better. Just a different angle for you. Wrap in, crush through, come back and smash. Okay, so he grabs. So that's coming from an angle one, okay? My right to your left. Angle two, left to right. Still snake, still same concept. So he fires that two, there's my natural response as it comes out, okay? When I go to snake now, my left hand is gonna hold this firm. The reason why is that's gonna push something into him. That's gonna probably force them to go down, but you never know. So this hand here that took the impact off here is the snake. It comes and dips under, keep everything nice and tight, and again, turn to get out. Don't worry about grabbing it, start putting something on them because that's when the real fight's gonna take place. So when that comes, again, that's the response. Notice now this time my timing was a little bit better. He stepped in a little bit further. So now I'm not taking it off here, I'm here. Again, if I go to do my snake, I'm here, I'm turning. Well, now I'm into a little bit more of like an armbar, joint lock kind of thing, but really I just need to turn. Again, if he's on the wall, great. We've seen this in the machete video, and I like that in the machete video because it keeps the machete away from me. But if I want to disarm, or it's accidental, that's what I want you to think. It's an accidental disarm. You've still trained to, he's in, crash, try and do something, right? If I'm in here and I'm controlling, I'm like, boom, I can be smashing, I can be doing things, but I'm just controlling. But that fight is gonna get so ugly so fast. What I'm trying to make sure I'm not doing is always moving backwards, okay? So just real quick, if Eric swings at me and I move back, and I don't move in right now, and he comes again, and I move back, oh man, it's just gonna get worse and worse and worse. Now, your environment can dictate that. Again, if he pulls that baton out, right, boom, gone. That's self-defense, right? We don't have to engage. But when you don't have a choice and you're forced into that moment, you gotta get in. And it's very unnatural. I've seen a dude swing a baseball bat full out at somebody before. And the dude, without a beat that was being attacked, stepped inside. That's insane, right? Like that's so hard to do. So either one, he learned it through experience because he's been attacked before. Two, he's actually trained to defend himself against that. Or three, his natural response is moving in, fight or flight. When it comes to weapons, you gotta fight if you wanna stay alive.